Negligible.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and people of the internet. This is the WWE Fantasy Log.
You're not Noam Dar.
And I am James Phoenix, and we are here to talk about WWE Survivor Series 2017. Joining me are Jeff and Tiff.
So,
John could not make it because it is Thanksgiving here in the States. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
indeed.
Those of you celebrating, and a happy Black Friday to those of you who are out shopping right now, or shopping online, or preparing to go shop tomorrow, or what have you.
Survivor Series is appropriate. We hope you survive Black Friday.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
I'm not going to be out there because I have to work, but yes.
I will be out there because I have to work.
Well.
That's neither here nor there. Yeah, I'm sure Tiff does as well. I'm sure your mall will be very packed with people needing Orange Julius after their shopping.
And my Thanksgiving was about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what's Canadian Thanksgiving. I wasn't sure. Fair enough.
So we celebrated in October, about the second week.
Okay. Do you guys still do the Black Friday thing, or?
Yeah, and it's coming up this weekend.
Okay, fair enough. So you still go by our schedule for that. That's fair.
Also,
Anyway.
to those people across the pond, on behalf of America, we are so sorry. We're so sorry.
Hmm?
Yeah.
In the last year or so, Black Friday descended upon the European Union. We are so sorry. Remember Chris the Mole talked about that last year?
I do not.
Yeah, he talked about how, for whatever reason, the European Union has decided we're doing Black Friday despite the fact we don't do Thanksgiving because we're not American.
They can make money on it, they'll make money on it.
Exactly.
Can I tell you? Anyway, we're going to go through the craziness that was Survivor Series, the one night of the year when Raw and SmackDown go head to head.
Unlike,
Yes, that's where they compete on the same show in separate matches. So, being that this is just a pay-per-view recap, there won't be any news or any of the pre-stuff. We're just going to jump right into it, as we are wont to do.
Mm-hmm.
For change.
Yeah. It is this is kind of an insane pay-per-view because there were more people on this pay-per-view than most because of all the multi-person matches.
Yep.
Not to mention, they decided this year that Survivor Series was going to join the Big Four tradition of having a 2-hour pre-show and a 4-hour actual event.
Yeah. Is there not now a Big Five?
Technically, they did announce recently, we'll be talking about this in the news on Saturday, that Money in the Bank is going to be cross-branded going forward. Whether that will be fully treated as a Big Five or not remains to be seen.
Right, yeah. It could be a mini four.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, they have the Big 4.5.
There you go.
Where's my stupid video here button? There it is. Okay, let's put this up. And everyone, let me jump over to the proper... First, there we go. Let's scroll on over to this yonder. Okay, currently in the lead at 51-56 are the Champions of Justice, led by Tiff. In second place at 45... I know. In second place at 45-76 are TNA Worldwide, led by Jeff. In third at 40-59 is John of the Glorious End, and trailing still way behind at 34-44 is me. And the steadily more broken Highlight Clubs.
Well, it's okay. We're about to get an injection of estrogen this week, so.
That is true. Tiff, did you see Raw and SmackDown?
I did.
Yeah, good stuff. We have to add some people to the rosters coming up on Saturday. We will deal with that then.
I thought about that too. How that was going to work out.
Well, I mean, there's 6 people and 4 of us, so 2 people are going to get 1 and 2 people are going to get 2.
We can still even it out because we still have to award Kurt Angle and Triple H, so.
That is true. So that would give us 2 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Okay.
We'll work it out.
And
yeah, we're going to have to work. That's right. Because Like Triple H and Kurt are getting points in this pay-per-view, aren't they? Okay.
And they're probably going to get more because it looks like they might be involved in the next feud going forward. So
Probably.
anyway,
WrestleMania.
we'll get to that.
Anyway, yes, let us check the leaderboards. Up at the top of the leaderboards is the hashtag realest champ in the room, the Cruiserweight champ Enzo Amore at 620.
How you doing?
In second place is the WWE champion AJ Styles at 490. Followed by 1/3 of the Shield, Dean Ambrose at 473. The former Intercontinental champion, The Miz, at 456. We'll talk about that on Saturday.
Well, currently the champion as of this pay-per-view.
As a pay-per-view, yes. Another third of the Shield, Seth Rollins at 451, Cedric Alexander at 441, Kalisto at 433, the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss at 408, just a point ahead of Braun Strowman, the Monster Among Men, at 407, and Jason Jordan rounds out the top 10 at 396. Okay? Okay.
Yep.
A to Z. Alrighty, let's go to the event. To the card. We got a doozy here.
I do want to point out something really quick because I scored the main event this week, people, to help out Jim. He asked for my assistance. And I just found it funny that literally all of Strowman's all of Strowman's points are literally power slam, elimination, power slam, elimination, power slam, elimination. Fuck you, Triple H. Those are his points. I just thought it was kind of funny.
About right.
Those were his points.
Those are usually his points.
Literally every move point he has tonight, every single one of them is a power slam.
Yeah. That's how that works.
Anyway, to the pre-show.
Yes. Indeed. Just thought I could have sworn I recalled him chokeslamming somebody. Maybe that was on Raw. Anyway.
He choked out Triple H.
No, he chokeslammed somebody at some point. That's probably on Raw. Anyway, the pre-show panel this evening consists of host Renee Young and panelists Peter Rosenberg, Jerry the King Lawler, and the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels.
Now cleanly shaven.
Indeed. It's worth
Looking
noting.
Very, very ripped.
Yes, it's worth noting, as we mentioned this past Saturday, that David Otunga was not on the pre-show panel because he is currently in the middle of a custody battle and a domestic abuse charge. So, let's see. We open things up. Let's see. People waiting to get in. Look at that. All right. So we start off with captain of Women's Team SmackDown, Becky Lynch, giving the SmackDown Women's Team a pep talk for the match, despite Natalya trying to interrupt.
Fair enough. Promo to the SmackDown team.
Promo to Becky Lynch and Natalya.
Oh, fair enough.
And Minnie to the other three.
For showing up.
Yep. The idea. All right, so let's see. Natalya gets 5. And 3 for Naomi, since I'm right here. And Tamina's down here. And Carmella is up here. And 5 for Becky Lynch. So we're at 195.
Woohoo.
Okay. So, after that, we cut back to the panel. The pre-show panel is split while Michaels and Rosenberg believe that Team Raw is going to win the women's match. Lawler and Renee believe it'll be Team SmackDown. Alexa Bliss comes out and discusses her match against Charlotte and talks about how she was expecting to face Natalya, but it's not a big deal. Charlotte then joins the panel via camera from backstage, and she and Alexa promo on each other briefly.
Promo to the ladies.
Yeah, basically. And Charlotte. And 32. Okay. After that, we have our first match of the pre-show, and that is Elias taking on Matt Hardy. Cole, Corey, and, of course, Booker T, the Raw commentators, are going to handle this match. Elias first comes out to perform a song, but he's interrupted by Matt's entrance. So that is a promo to Elias for the song, or attempted song.
Who wants to walk with Elias?
No one. Except Michael Cole.
Aiden English.
No.
He should.
Aiden English would look at him as a ruffian and an insult to music.
Ouch.
I'm just saying, that's Aiden English's character.
Fair enough.
So anyway, the gentlemen have a back-and-forth match, and despite Matt doing a significant amount of the domination of said match, unfortunately, Elias managed to work on Matt's shoulder throughout the match, which hindered him in an attempt for the twist of fate. Matt got shoved into a turnbuckle and then hit with Elias' finisher.
We still don't know what it's called.
I just don't have it in front of me. It just says his finisher.
Fair enough.
Hang on. Elias. Wrestler. Elias' finisher is the drift away.
Okay. That's right, because he's the
away.
drifter. I forgot about that.
Yes,
that
it was a rolling cutter. It's now a swinging fisherman neck breaker.
Fair enough.
At any rate, Elias is a winner there. So we will do Matt Hardy first. Let me scroll
Yep.
this massive list of people getting points tonight. Okay. So Matt Hardy gets 7 move points, and he gets himself 8 for competing in a pay-per-view match. He's going to be 15 points to Matt Hardy. Comes 66 and 5 is 171 from Matt. Then Elias is going to get himself 30 points for winning a pay-per-view match. He's going to get 8 for competing in said pay-per-view match, is 38. And 5 move points is going to put Elias at 43 points for the evening.
Yay.
Comes 96, 06, 16, 26, 36, 336 for Elias.
Apparently John is walking with Elias.
Indeed. All right, next, we cut back to Charlie Caruso in the social media lounge.
With?
And she has words with the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. And he discusses the match against Baron Corbin and why he and the United States Championship are superior.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not. So that's a promo to The Miz.
Mm-hmm.
The Miz.
Yep. I also have to say, did you see the stuff they showed before the match, or like during the entrances, where they had like, I think Baron Corbin had like a little like Instagram thing, and then Miz put one up.
Yes, I did.
Where
See
they promoted on each other. Holy fuck, the Miz's was raw, dude. Wow.
You don't fuck with a man's pregnant wife, dude.
No, you don't. But that was a fucking awesome promo. And they bleep something out, so I'm like, wow, the Miz swore too. Jesus.
The Miz is real.
He's real awesome.
Anyway. Moving on, speaking of people who are not awesome,
Mm-hmm.
we move on to a WWE Cruiserweight Championship match.
Mm.
Featuring the hashtag realest champ in the room, Enzo Amore, defending against the number 1 contender, Kalisto. And this was not really a whole hell of a lot. It was mostly Enzo avoiding Kalisto's moves, reversing like 3 Salida del Sols.
Damn.
Trying to keep Kalisto off balance and managing to cheap win off a head shot into an exposed turnbuckle.
Okay, then.
And then a Jordonzo, allowing Enzo to retain.
You mean he actually wrestled?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, then.
He did a good job. Winner and still the champion Enzo. So we'll do Kalisto first. Kalisto is going to get himself 8 points for being in the match, and 1 move is 9 points to Kalisto. Thank you for coming. That's 442. And Enzo Amore is going to get, let's see here, 30 points for winning a pay-per-view match. He's going to get 20 points for a retention of the Cruiserweight Championship. It's 50. He's going to get 8 points for competing. It's 58. And he is going to get himself 7 move points. It's going to be 65 points to Enzo.
Okay, then.
And put Enzo at 685. Enjoy that title while you have it, Enzo, because Hideo Itami's coming for you.
Yeah, but if they're re-signing Neville, I don't see Itami winning the title because I see Neville versus Enzo being the big feud.
It would make sense, but I can also see Neville. It depends, because I could see Neville beating Enzo, and then it depends on how they do it.
Yeah, or unless they move Neville up to the true main roster, bring him back into the actual main roster.
I don't know, because what I could see happening is I could see Tommy being brought up, inevitably beating Enzo for the belt, Enzo taking a breather, and then Neville coming back as, full-on King of the Cruiserweights, heel Neville, and feuding with Tommy.
Because what I would really love to see is Neville, and this is a little off topic, but I'd love to see Neville come back to the full main roster as a heel, with maybe a modified King of the Cruiserweights gimmick since, he's no longer going to be Cruiserweight. Because the match I want to see is Neville versus Balor.
That'd be a good match. Well, Balor should be in the fucking Cruiserweight division to begin with, especially considering that he shot his Universal title chances right down the toilet.
Because Vince is an idiot, but okay, anyway.
I did like Finn's counter to that point, though.
Oh, he countered it?
He put out a couple of tweets. One tweet was him in the ring with millions of people holding up his signs chanting, and from some event, and the other one was him in the ring. He had Roman Reigns with a taped up shoulder in an arm bar, and
Okay.
and down below it said hashtag Balor Club, and then the word forever.
Mm-hmm.
But the word forever was lowercase, except the letters that were capitalized in forever were OVER.
Ha! Nice. Okay, then.
So Finn is not concerned about this. Anyway, we are joined by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Tweets to me.
Well, I just got to say for the record, especially after I watched back, I think Sami Zayn is my new favorite heel.
He's a great heel, isn't he?
He is. He's so happy about it. He's so happy about being an asshole.
But now the question is he going to turn on Kevin Owens for ditching his ass?
I don't know.
But we'll talk about that on Saturday. Anyway.
Well, but they come out to the ring and they cut a promo on their opponents tonight, Breezango.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was added to the thing. So I get Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens points. Yay! And they win. Yay!
Yeah. They talk about how they didn't come to WWE to face guys like Breezango, and that this match is a disgrace and an insult to their talent.
Wow.
They say they should be leading SmackDown and keep complaining until Breezango's music interrupts, and Breezango proceeds to come out and hit them with a variety of fashion violations. So that is promo to all the competitors in this forthcoming tag team match to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn. And Tyler Breeze sits him down on that end of the roster. And Fandango.
Fandango.
Where the hell is Fandango? There he is. That's 48 for Fandango. All right, rolling along.
Sammy and Kevin.
I already did that.
You gave them their victory points.
No, I haven't done the matches yet.
Oh, I thought that's what you just did.
That was just a promo. That was all the pre-match
Hey.
promoing.
Fair enough.
The match. Now we're going to do the match. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens were victorious. So we will begin with Breeze and Dango.
Again.
Dango controlled the match early on with a series of kicks. And Sami kicked them down, but Owens and Zayn rolled out for a breather, and the Fashion Police made it rain fashion tickets upon them.
Okay, then.
Which was kind of entertaining, apparently. So, at any rate, Owens and Zayn did manage to come back. Mostly via Kevin Owens decking Breeze, and then nailing Fandango with a pop-up power bomb.
Yay.
So we'll start off with the losers. That's Breeze and Fandango. They're each going to get 8 points for competing in this matchup, and that's about it.
Fair enough.
Thanks for coming.
Surprised there aren't any moves for that one.
Yeah, well. It was a gimmick match. It was a comedy match.
Fair enough.
It was, we're going to be funny, and then they're going to beat us up.
Also, I'm surprised the Ascension didn't come out to save them.
Yeah.
Hey, Owen, saying you think Breezango are a joke? Well, how about us?
And they immediately get destroyed because they're a bigger joke than Breezango.
Yeah, I was like, hey, Kev, look. It's the LOD 2.0, but not as good.
Yeah. Anyway, so Kevin Owens got the victory, so we'll start off with Sami Zayn, who also didn't have any moves. This is a really short match.
I imagine it was.
So Sami Zayn is going to get himself 15 points for being on the winning team and 8 for competing at the pay-per-view.
Okay.
It's going to be 23 points to Sami Zayn. So that's 5, 6, that's 98, 08. That is 218. Bada bam. Kevin Owens gets 30 points for winning this match. He gets 8 for being in it, is 38. He gets 2 moves, is 40 points to KO.
Woo. Pay-per-view match. Pay-per-view match.
Yep.
I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water while you do that.
38. Wait. What did I say? 38 plus what? Hang on.
Shit, what the hell was that?
38 plus 2. Yeah, 40 points. Okay. I don't know. What was that?
I have no idea. Oh, whatever. I need water. Is Tiff still awake over there?
I'm sure she is.
I hope so.
Okay.
Water.
Water.
Throat.
Easy. You don't have to inhale it.
No, I have a slightly sore throat.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So anyway, following this match, we then cut backstage to an interview with AJ Styles.
Phenomenal one.
He discusses his strategy against Brock Lesnar, but he's interrupted by Jinder Mahal, who doesn't say anything, but just stares him down for a minute and then walks away.
So
then
very
AJ walks away.
Oh.
No problem with AJ. And Jinder gets 3 from me.
Thanks for showing up. Never come back again.
Jinder.
Pretty much. I've got 2 words. Jinder. I've got 2 words.
And after this, we end the pre-show in prep for the main program as the New Day are shown heading toward the gorilla position, eating cereal.
Of course they do.
And pre-show, we then go to Survivor Series proper.
Oh, Survivor Series.
Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your 4-time champs and feel the power. It's a
Superman punch.
Yes,
Spear,
it is.
Win.
No. Did you see the pay-per-view?
I did. I missed that match, though.
That's fair. I know. Tiff told me she did not actually see the pay-per-view, so this is all news to her.
If she's still awake.
I would assume she is. Tiff, are you awake? Tiff?
Uh-oh.
No, yes, we lost Tiff. Oh, well.
I thought I heard her say, oh, well.
No, that's okay. That happens. It's late. It's late for her.
It is.
It's late for me, too. I just don't care.
Yeah.
All right. So the opening of the program is the New Day versus the Shield. The New Day opened with a promo talking about how they have some set of guts.
Mm-hmm. And you know I saw the pay-per-view. I was talking to you while I was watching it.
Oh, that's right. But yes, the New Day opens up by informing the Shield by saying that, for somebody to actually call out the Shield like they did and do what they did, you have to have a set of big, huge, solid guts. Yeah, guts. Yeah. And they show a video package highlighting the history of SmackDown invading Raw, and then the Shield make their entrance, and we have ourselves a 6-man tag team match player. Said tag team match is won by the Shield. Yes.
Rather handily, from what I've been told.
Actually, no. The New Day put up a hell of a fight.
Fair enough.
So I'll start off by giving the New Day a promo point. Because they did cut a pre-match promo. For Biggie and Kofi. Even though there were several moments in this match where I thought the New Day was going to win.
Fair enough. Sounds like it was a good match.
And it was an excellent match. So Ambrose and Kofi started. Rollins and Xavier tagged in. They were doing a bunch of tags. Xavier Woods got beat, slutted for a little while.
Such is his lot in life.
Kofi and Ambrose tagged back in. Kofi connected with a boom drop. Big E tagged back in, and they proceeded to bust out a unicorn stomp on Ambrose. Then everything breaks out into a brawl as the other two members go over to free Ambrose. Big E spears Ambrose through the ropes. Ambrose can't get the tag because Woods prevents it. Big E tags back in. He tries to belly Ambrose off the top, but Ambrose knocks him down and hits him with a missile drop kick.
Fair enough.
Back body drop on Kofi. Hot tag to Rollins, who starts cleaning house. Reigns tries to Superman punch Xavier, but Xavier dodges out of the way. But then Rollins hits him with a super kick. The Shield try to triple powerbomb Xavier Woods, but then Big E pulls Roman Reigns out of the ring from behind. Under the ropes and throws him into the ring steps.
How many points do you get for countering an OMG?
Well, technically, he wasn't the one being hit with the OMG, so it doesn't constitute a counter.
Oh.
And yeah, so basically, they started the New Day being triple teaming Ambrose, and they hit him with some type of a modified Doomsday device style move.
Okay.
Wait, that wasn't it. Wait, didn't they hit another? Oh, this guy's a fucking idiot. Okay, I just realized something. Not remembering the match. I'm going to give an extra point to the members of the New Day for that. Because what they actually did, because I recall the match, is they actually hit a 3-man Midnight Hour.
Okay, then.
Big E on 2 men.
Okay, then.
Because Big E put Ambrose on one shoulder and Rollins on the other shoulder, and then he picked them up, and then Kofi and Xavier both went off the turnbuckle, each grabbing one on the way down.
Nice.
It was kind of cool.
Since it's a 3-man move, would that be considered an OMG?
I would constitute that as an OMG, because that was awesome.
Since in the game, the Unicorn Stomp is an OMG move.
Yes, it is. That is correct, sir.
How about Tiff? Are you there, Tiff? Would you constitute that as an OMG?
Hello.
Hi, Tiff. Would you constitute the New Day hitting a 3-man Midnight Hour on 2 members of the Shield simultaneously an OMG?
Who?
Okay, then. You know the New Day's double team move, the Midnight Hour, where Biggie puts a
Sounds
dude on his
familiar.
shoulder and one of the other two jumps off the top into like a DDT.
Uh-huh.
Well, basically, Biggie picked up both Rollins and Ambrose on one on each shoulder, and Kofi and Xavier both leapt and hit them with the Midnight Hour at the same time.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. That sounds like an OMG.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna OMG that. Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that. I guess we have to OMG the Unicorn Stomp since the game deemed it an OMG.
Sure.
I'll make a note of that also. Okay, so moving along. At any rate, the whole thing ends up when they all start brawling again. It spills out. Ambrose dirty deeds Biggie on the floor. Kofi boots Reigns in the face, but misses a leap off the top and gets speared to shit. And then they proceed to pick Kofi up, and the Shield proceed to climb up and triple powerbomb him off the top turnbuckle.
That's an OMG if I ever heard one.
Yeah, basically, Reigns went up to the top and picked up Kofi, and Ambrose and Rollins were each standing on the second rope, and then bam.
Ultra.
Basically.
Yeah, I would say that.
And we're going to throw that out there, too. Alrighty. So the Shield won, so we will give the New Day's points first, as we are wont to do. So Big E is going to get 8 points for competing at a pay-per-view. He's going to get 10 OMG points, is 18, and 4 moves is 22 points to Big E.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Puts him at 220. No, wait, hang on, I can't be right. Undo that. Because he had 22 points, so 22 plus 8, that's 230, if I can learn how to count. All right, and then Kofi is going to get the 18 OMG plus participation, and 3 moves is 21 points to Kofi. That's 34. That's 235. And then Xavier is going to get himself the 10 OMG points. The 8 for competing is 18. 3 for a counter is 21, and 2 moves is 23 points to Xavier. It's 33, and 8 is 141. Alrighty. That victory puts Raw at 1-0 over SmackDown.
All right.
We come back to
Did
Stephanie.
you do the Shields points?
Oh, yeah, good point. Shield. All right. So, let's see.
I'm assuming Reigns got the pin since triple power bomb.
Yes. No, actually, Ambrose covered Kofi for the 3 count, actually.
No, okay.
So, we will go ahead and we will do Roman first. Roman is going to get 15 points for being on the winning team. He's going to get 8 points for competing at a pay-per-view is 23. And he is going to get 9 move points is 32 points for Roman.
Hey, Jim.
Yo.
I just realized something.
What?
Was this a standard tag match or was this a tornado tag match?
It was a standard tag match. They just kept ignoring the standard tag rules.
So I'm going to say, if it's a tornado tag match, that would constitute a specialty match.
But it wasn't. It was a standard 6-man. They just kept ignoring all the tagging rules, and the ref was too intimidated to enforce them.
Fair enough. Continue.
Yes. So, Seth freaking Rollins is actually going to get the exact same points as Roman Reigns because he also had the same amount of points. Right. So, that's going to be 15, plus the 8 for competing is 23, plus the 9 is 32 points to Seth Rollins.
Fair enough.
32 is 82, and 1 is 483 on that.
The Lunatic Fringe.
Yeah, the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose, is going to get himself 30 points for winning this pay-per-view match. He's going to get himself 8 points for competing in it. It's 38. He's going to get 5 for an OMG. It's 43. He's going to get 3 for a counter. It's 46. And he's going to get 4 for moves. It's 50 points to Dean Ambrose.
Damn.
It's 83, 93, 03, 13, 523
Damn, son.
for Dean Ambrose. We'll then cut backstage where Stephanie McMahon is giving the Raw Women's team a pep talk.
No, pep talk.
Pep talk. She tells Bayley no more hugs for tonight, which is really hysterical if you think about it for a second.
Oh?
Think about it. Why would that be hysterical?
What, Stephanie telling her no more hugs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bayley has to hug someone to hit her finisher.
Oh. Ah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Fair enough.
Apparently she told the truth because Bayley didn't hit shit in that match, but we're going to get there in a sec. Anyway, she calls Nia the unstoppable force of Raw, and Alicia is wearing a fake huge hat with fake flowers and feathers in it.
Mhm.
For some reason. Why not? Pay-per-view.
But Stephanie, you told me to throw the match. What do you mean? You said no more hugs. What the hell do you want me to do? I couldn't use my finisher.
Shouldn't matter.
Wrong. She wouldn't be wrong.
Doesn't matter. Raw won anyway.
Yeah.
It matters not.
Fair enough.
Indeed. So, let's move on to the Team Raw versus Team SmackDown 10-woman tag team match. Elimination tag team match.
Which ended pretty much as we expected.
Yeah, Asuka.
They went with option A.
Yeah. A for Asuka.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not going to read this whole thing. We're just going to score it.
Go for it.
Let's fuck that shit. All right, let's get rid of all this extra shit that we already did. That way I'm less confused. Okay. Let's come back to Mina.
And fuck them for bitching Becky out. What the hell?
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and we will do Team SmackDown first as they lost. So let's see. Let's just calculate a base for this real fast. Just figured this is 8 points for a pay-per-view and 3 for it being a specialty match. Is 11 points at base.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just bring this up over here real quick. Sorry, one moment. Bye, everybody.
Hello?
Hello.
Mm.
Problem?
Nope.
Cool.
I got something on my side.
No, you're fine. Okay, so here we go now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, Team SmackDown. First off, Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
Becky Lynch gets the base 11. And 2 for moves is 13 points to Becky Lynch.
Fuck you, WWE.
98. 208. All right. Then we have. This was real fast. We have Natalya, who's going to get the base 11. She's going to get 3 for moves. Yeah. So, yeah, base 11 plus 3 is 14. And Natalya, let's see here. Natalia successfully eliminated Sasha Banks, so that's an extra 3. Is 17 points to Natalia.
Doesn't Natalia going to get negative points for tapping like a bitch?
No.
No.
Mine is 49, and 7 is 256. All right. Oopsie. Next.
Surprised you went with Natalia second, considering she was the last one in the ring.
Yeah. I'm going in the order in which they first participated in the match, actually.
Fair enough.
Next was Carmella, who gets the 11 plus 1 move. Is 12 points to Carmella.
Wow, she got less than Becky Lynch. God fucking damn it.
Yeah. 12 points to Carmella. Uh, 29, 139. Once what she gets for not being smart like most superstars and hiring her manager to a personal contract instead of having WWE pay them.
Ha.
All right, next up, Tamina is going to get the base 11. She's going to get 3 for moves. It's 14. And Tamina eliminated both Bailey and Nia Jax. That's another 6. 14 plus 6 is 20 points to Tamina. Did you see this match?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw the end of the match. That's kind of where I came in. Is I saw Asuka and Natalia, and I was like, "What the hell? Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they preserved Nia Jax. Tamina threw her out of the ring, and she got counted out.
Fair.
All right, and lastly but not leastly for Team SmackDown, we have Naomi. Naomi. Who is going to get the 11? She's going to get 1 for moves, is 12, and 3 points for eliminating Alicia Fox. Is 15 points to Naomi. $31 and 5 is 136. Bada bam. Excuse me. Next up,
Team Raw.
Team Raw indeed. First up, Bailey, who did nothing.
Apparently.
Bailey is going to get 8 points for showing up and 15 for being on the winning team.
And then.
So that would be 8 and 15. That's going to be 23 points to Bailey for doing nothing. And I mean literally nothing.
Okay, then.
I mean, I should say actually nothing. The only thing she did was she rolled up Becky Lynch from behind. That was the only thing Bailey did was eliminate Becky Lynch. She did do that. I should give her 3 points for that.
Wow.
Because immediately after that, Tamina kicked her in the face and then hit her with a splash and pinned her.
Fair enough.
All right. Next up,
Sasha.
in order of appearance, it's Nia Jax.
Okay.
So Nia Jax is going to get herself 15 points for the winning team. 5 for moves is 20. And let's see, Nia Jax did not eliminate anybody, so just 20 points to Nia.
And
I'll put her at 204. Put her at 214. After this, we have Alicia Fox, who is going to get 15 points for being on the winning team. 1 for moves is 16. And she did not eliminate anybody. So, therefore, it's 16 points to Alicia. It's going to put her at 146. All right. And next up, we have Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is going to get 15 for competing. She's going to get 1 move for a bank statement, is 16. She's going to get 3 points for tapping Naomi out with said bank statement, is 19 points to Sasha.
Okay, then.
Is 306 and 9 would be 315 for Sasha Banks. And lastly but not leastly, Asuka,
The Empress of Tomorrow,
is going to get the base 11. She's also going to get 30 for winning the match. Is going to put her at 41.
You know what I find hilarious?
What do you find hilarious?
They call her the Empress of Tomorrow.
Yes.
She's like the oldest woman in that ring.
Is she?
She's been doing this for like 20-something years, dude.
Huh.
Yeah, she's like my age, dude.
Okay, you're not that old.
No, but in wrestling terms and compared to everyone else in that match.
Asuka's 36.
Yeah, she's like 2 years younger than me.
And as this has been brought up before, Tamina's older.
Oh.
Remember we brought that up when that whole when Mickie James made the comment about her not being the oldest woman in the division.
True.
I think Tamina's 39. Yeah, Tamina's 39. So no, Asuka's not the oldest woman in the ring.
Okay, second oldest woman in the ring. Well, she might be the same age as Fox, but I'm not sure.
Fox
all I know
has been in the WWE for over a decade.
Yeah, all I know is that she's been doing it for a while, and she's no spring chicken. So
actually, Alicia Fox is only 31.
Okay, then. So yeah, was the second oldest woman in that ring.
Yep.
That's still funny that they call one of the oldest women in the division the Empress of Tomorrow.
I know, it's hilarious, isn't it? Yeah, it's close. Asuka's only a year older than Natty.
Yeah.
Anywho, so as I was saying, so Asuka gets 30 points for winning. She gets the base 11 is 41. She gets 10 for winning a specialty is 51. She gets 6 move points is 57. And 3 for the final match winning elimination of Natalya with the Asuka lock. Actually, Asuka had 3 eliminations, actually, because she took out Carmella, Tamina, and Natalya. So that's actually 9 points for on top of that. So where the hell was I? She was at 57, right? Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, 30 for winning. 10 for winning a specialty is 40. The base 11 is 51. 6 moves is 57. Yeah, so 57 plus 9 is going to be 66 points to Asuka.
God damn.
Thank you, Asuka. Thank you, Asuka. 8 and 6 is 204. All right. There you have your women's match.
Next match.
Quite. So, whoa. The next match up on the card was United States Champion Baron Corbin taking on the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz.
Fuck this match. Miz should have won.
Oh, there is an intervening segment where Stephanie gloats to Daniel Bryan over Raw being 2 up.
Yep.
So yes, The Miz versus Baron Corbin with the Miztourage at ringside.
Yeah, Baron Corbin should not have won this match.
Yeah, well, he won this match.
Yeah, well.
That is what happened.
Yeah,
We're all going to have to live with it.
I guess.
Indeed.
Score it. Starting with the Mr. Raj for interference.
Yes, boss.
Because Mr. I have a broken freaking neck interfered and got hit in the neck.
He
And I love that he had a red neck brace. I thought that was great.
did. He had a raw neck brace. All right, so let's see. The Mr. Raj is going to get themselves 5 points each for accompaniment and 6 points each for interference. There's 11 points to the Mr. Raj. The Miz himself is going to get 8 points for competing in the pay-per-view match. He's going to get 6 moves. It's 14 points to the Miz. It would be 71 and 4. Is 75. Okay, no, I said 75, you piece of crap. Okay. Baron Corbin gets 30 points for winning a match. He gets 8 for being in a match. And he gets 2 moves. It's going to be 40 points to Baron Corbin. And we're at $3.99. Oh, TFS Baron Corbin. Okay.
Yes.
After the match, Renee Young jumps in the ring and interviews Baron Corbin about the victory. Corbin says that he just shut up all the haters, and then he leaves. So that's a promo to Baron Corbin.
He has one more line. It's the best line he's ever said in a promo.
Okay.
Because Miz was still in the ring and he was on the mat, and he just looks down at the Miz, and this is such a great line. He goes, "Hey Miz, my hand went up, your mouth went shut," and then he just leaves. I'm just like, oh damn.
Okay, I missed that. Wow.
Yeah, it was a great line. I was like, damn, dude.
I
think that was the last thing he said before leaving the ring.
Fair enough.
It's like, I don't like Baron Corbin, but damn, that was a great line.
That was, you know what?
Hang
on a minute. Where is it? You know what? Yep. We haven't used it much since we added it, so you know what? Fuck it.
Okay.
Baron Corbin gets pipe bomb points.
I agree. Does Tiff have any objections? She's muted. Okay, fair enough.
I will take her silence as a no. Moving along.
Fair.
After that whole shebang, we have ourselves a tag team match player where the Raw Tag Team Champions, The Bar. They don't just set the bar, they are the bar. Take on the men who have the entire SmackDown Tag Division on lock. The proprietors of the Uso Penitentiary, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
This match was fucking awesome.
This was an excellent match.
Second best match of the night.
I could agree with that.
Certainly had my highlight of the night. The end of this match was just, holy shit, I want that in the game. That was fucking brilliant. I was like, okay, yes, that is why the Usos fucking rock. Fuck their heel shit. That's the shit they need to be doing. But we'll get to that through the recap. Commence recap.
Yes. All right. So, the Usos did come out victorious. So Sheamus and Cesaro will be scored first. Get rid of this. All right. So Sheamus is going to get 8 points for competing in this match, and he's going to get 1 point for a move. Is 9 points to Sheamus.
All right.
9. And then we're going to have ourselves Cesaro, who is going to have 8 points for this match, and he's going to have 9 moves.
Damn.
Yep, that's going to be 17 points to Cesaro.
The Thwith Superman.
The Thwith Superman. 6 is 56. And
Oh, you're just going to straight score it? You're not going to recap it?
I'm going to score it first.
Okay.
So what did I say? So 4 would be 56, and then 7 would be 363. All right, and then the Usos were the victors here. I want to say that it was no, Jimmy got the victory on that. Okay, so we'll do Jay first. So Jay will get 15 points for being on the winning team. He will get 8 for competing, is 23. And he will get himself 7 move points, which is going to rather conveniently put him at 30 points even.
Actually, and I'm not saying this just because I have them, can the Usos get OMG points for the finish? Because holy shit.
What was the finish? I went to get food during this match, so I didn't actually see most of it.
Dude, you gotta see the finish. It was the best fucking thing I've ever seen. Literally, I can't remember which Uso was in the I can't remember who was where, but basically, whoever was in the ring assaulted whoever else was in the ring and like knocked him onto the mat. And the Usos just looked at each other, and the other member of the bar was outside the ring behind the Uso that was on the apron. And they kind of looked at each other and did this motion. And then the Uso in the ring backed up, like ran back against the ropes, ran at his brother, fucking suicide dove over the rope, tagged his brother in midair, killed the guy on the outside. The other Uso hopped up on the apron and fucking Uso splashed the guy in the ring.
Nice. It's a better description than was written here. That's why I wanted you to do it.
I was like, wait, what just happened? And then, of course, they had the slow-mo replay, and I was like, I want that in the game. Literally mid-air tag, dude. Mid-air, mid-move tag. What the fuck?
Nice.
Again, that is what the Usos need to be doing. That is why they're probably one of the best, if not the best tag team in WWE. Fuck their heel gimmick. Fuck slowing them down and making them submission wrestlers. That's the shit they need to be doing.
Fair enough. Anyway.
So do you think that it warrants an OMG?
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, you should watch the video of it when you get the chance. It's fucking awesome.
I'll give him an OMG. What the hell? So let's see. Excuse me. So now I think I got Jay, but I didn't get Jimmy, right?
Correct. So you added the OMG to Jay's points.
I will add the OMG to Jay's points. It's 5. That's 2. Is going to be about 283.
All right.
All right. Jimmy got the pinfall here. He's going to get 30 for that. He's going to get 8 for competing against 38. He's going to get the 5 for the OMG is 843. He's going to get 11 moves is 54 points to Jimmy.
Damn. All right, so yeah, it was Jay that leapt over the rope. Fair enough.
Yep. Put him at 294.
Yeah, stuff like that made me fall in love with the face Usos when I was just like, man, these guys are fucking fun to watch.
Yeah, they are.
And then they made them heel, and it's like, no, we're going to turn you into Chris Benoit. I'm like, no! What have you done? You made them boring. Fuck you, WWE. And then they pull this shit out of the pay-per-view. I'm like, yes, they're back. I hope it stays that way.
Yep. Okay. That ties the count at 2-2 for Raw vs. SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And we then move into the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss taking on the newly crowned SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte.
I will say this: great match. Fuck Charlotte. Fuck her to hell. She fucking ruined this match.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, that ending kind of ruined the match. The rest of the match was fine. Fuck that ending. And we'll get to that when you do the recap because fuck her.
Yep. Wasn't a particularly long match. They out on the floor for a while, came back in. Alexa tried to hit DDT. Charlotte T-boned her into the corner. Charlotte went for the moonsault, but Alexa knocked her down before she could hit it. Hit a moonsault of her own. They back and forth for a little while. Alexa busted out a code red, a.k.a. the Glitter Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
Chops and punches. Charlotte with a front face lock. Sit-out powerbomb. Neck breaker gets a couple of 2 counts. Alexa tries to come back but misses a twisted bliss. Charlotte locks her in the figure 8 and taps her out.
Now, you told me that our compatriot over at the other channel actually agreed with me for once with this.
He wasn't nearly as pissed off as you were, but he did point it out, yes.
Well, the reason I'm pissed off is because this was actually a really great match, telling a really great story. And then Charlotte decided to take the entire match and throw it out the goddamn window. And I was like, fuck you. Because the entire match, Alexa Bliss, the story they were telling is she kept working on Charlotte's ribs, which is brilliant because if her ribs are injured, she can't bridge for the figure 8. As if you go back and watch some of her old matches, when that's happened, she had not been able to bridge the figure 8. She usually failed the first or second time and then eventually bridged the figure 8, but it was through pain and it still wasn't 100%. You know, I thought that's the story they were going to tell, was that Alexa Bliss was very smart for going after the ribs, and that was going to play into a factor into when Charlotte would eventually try for the figure 8 and fail. Because she hadn't done the figure 8 the entire match. She tried it once or twice, but can never lock in the figure 4. And so I was like, okay, this is great storyline. This is actually a really highly competitive match. Alexa Bliss is being smart. This is great. And Charlotte throughout the match was actually selling the injury. And then Charlotte locks in the figure 4. I'm like, okay, she's going to try to bridge and fail because the entire match, her ribs have just been crushed. No, she bridges it just fine. In fact, and the fucking commentators point this out, which makes it even more egregious. She bridges it and bridges it fucking high with supposedly bruised ribs. I'm like, what? And the commentators are like, wow, we've never seen Charlotte bridge that high before. I'm sitting there thinking, really? You just no-sold an entire fucking match? Really? That makes her worse than Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior only no-sold a move. She no-sold the entire fucking match. That's why I'm pissed at that. So I'm like, no, fuck her and fuck WWE for booking it that way. That's fucking bullshit. That is complete and utter horseshit.
Fair enough.
Now, the question is, how much of that do you agree or disagree with?
Yeah, I guess to be honest, I was only half paying attention to this match. It was a good match, but I didn't see a whole lot of the rib work. But I understand the bridging into the figure 8 because there's been a lot of instances where, you know, people hit a finisher that they shouldn't be able to hit to end a match because it's kind of been like, she's not going to do it. Oh, she did it. Oh my God, she did it. It's kind of an oh my God moment.
Right, but as I pointed out to you when you mentioned that, there's a difference between, you know, I don't know, Randy Orton hitting an RKO despite the fact that his back has been worked on the entire time and like winning, or like John Cena lifting someone up for the AA despite the fact his leg has been worked on or his back has been worked on. There's a difference between that and a move like Charlotte locking in the fucking figure 8, the highest bridge she's ever done for an extended amount of time, despite the fact the entire fucking match, her ribs were being worked on and she had been selling this grievous injury to her ribs. And then for that one move, she just doesn't sell it at all. It's just like, wait, what?
Well, it's not supposed to be impressive that Charlotte was able to fight through the pain and do that.
Yeah, but you have to sell the pain to make it believable that you fought through it. She literally just completely no-sold it to the point that's like, I have no pain. It's like, wait, no, that's bad storytelling. Because, like, even, and I have to give John Cena credit for this, even when, you know, he could, quote-unquote, super Cena it out of stuff where he's like, oh my God, he hit the AA. At the end of the day, he still sold the injury. For that one split second, he's like, yeah, boom, and does it. But it's not like he's completely not selling, you know, the injury that had been sustained throughout the entire match. It's just a split second of adrenaline pushing through it. This is more than a split second. This is her locking in the move for like fucking like 5-10 seconds with the highest bridge ever. That's something, I don't care how much adrenaline you have, that is physically impossible if you're supposed to be hurt that much. Like, I have no problem with her winning with the figure eight. I have no problem with her fighting through it to bridge the figure eight. But sell the goddamn injury. Fail it the first time. Come back and do it again and fight through it and actually make it look like it's hurting you, but you're fighting through it. No. She just does it fucking perfectly fine. Highest bridge ever, first try out. I'm like, that is bullshit. And you can't tell me that was all adrenaline, because that is completely different to split-second adrenaline shot to pull off a quick impact move.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I fucking hate Charlotte now, and I hate the WWE for booking it this way. And as I pointed out to you, the biggest irony of this whole thing is who is her father?
Mage.
Exactly. And what is Nate pretty well known for? One of the things he's most well known for.
Cheating.
Well, yes, but aside from that.
Banging 10,000 women?
That too, but aside from that.
Hawking KFC on Southpaw Regional Wrestling?
Did he really do that?
Yes, he portrayed a paid Ric Flair impersonator.
Fair enough. No, he and Shawn Michaels are probably two of the best sell men in the business. To the point that they oversell a lot of times, but he is very well known for selling almost anything. And it's like, so you're the daughter of one of the best sell men in the business, and you just no-sold an entire fucking match. What the hell?
Yeah, but you also have to realize there is balance. There also has to be there also has to be a balance to the whole thing, because, you know, Charlotte went too far in the one direction. I'm gonna know sellers that do this. Whereas if Ric Flair were doing it, Ric Flair's response would be, okay, I need to sell this. I'm gonna figure 4 bridge it, then blade myself while bridging.
See, I would have even bought it if she decided, you know what, I can't bridge because my ribs are too injured. I'm just going to figure 4 and win with the figure 4. I would have been fine with that. But she had to go the full Monty, completely no-sell the entire match and go for the highest bridged figure 8 that they've ever seen. I'm like, no, fuck you.
Fair enough.
You know, the highest bridge part. That was the most egregious part. It's like, then not only did she just no-sell it and do the figure 8, she did the highest bridged figure 8 that the commentators have ever seen, and they called her out on it. I'm just like, wow. So not only did you no-sell it, you Ric Flaired over the top no-sold it. Fuck you. Like, she literally went the extreme opposite of Ric Flair, where Ric Flair over the top sells stuff. She over the top no-sold it. Like I said, she went beyond fucking Ultimate Warrior with this. That's why I'm so pissed. I'm like, no, fuck you. Ultimate Warrior is now better than you. What the hell? That's not right. No one should out no-sell the Ultimate Warrior. Come on. That's like his one thing.
Yeah. I don't know. John Cena gives him a run for his money sometimes. Or, you know, Braun Strowman no selling a garbage truck. Or an ambulance.
Yeah, but the difference between Braun Strowman and Ultimate Warrior, you buy Braun Strowman no-selling the stuff he no-sells.
Or, Brock Lesnar jumping up for being slammed through multiple tables and murdering everybody in a match to retain his title.
Yeah, there was that. And I did call him out on that, too. I'm like, no, fuck you. Yeah, that was bullshit, but... Charlotte's still worse. I think Charlotte right now is the worst offender in WWE history for this.
Okay, then.
To the best of my knowledge, it could be someone before I started watching that I don't know about.
Yeah, that's slightly harsh, but fair enough.
What? She no-sold an entire match. You really think that's harsh?
Hmm.
Because I will put to you, even Brock Lesnar did not no-sell an entire match. He just no-sold a beatdown. He no-sold destruction at the hands of Braun Strowman. Even then, it wasn't a complete no-sell. He was still selling the injuries. He was just being Brock Lesnar.
This is true.
And then Charlotte, like, immediately after doing the bridge and getting the tap out, like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be selling an injury, and start selling it. And I'm like, nope, sorry, honey, you already fucked up. Not believable at all now.
Oh, shit happens.
You just did a whole bridge of not selling any injury. I'm like, yeah, no. You can stop the act, honey.
Okay. Anyway, let us award points.
Yes.
So Alexa will get 8 points for being in the match, and 2 for moves is 10 points to Alexa. All right, 10 points.
Also, Alexa really needs to stop doing the Twisted Bliss.
You think so?
Well, ever since she started using the DDT, every time, without fail, that she's used the Twisted Bliss, she's failed with it. She's gotten countered.
Yeah.
So either WWE needs to start booking her hitting that move, or she just needs to stop using it because, yeah, I'm predicting right now, every time she uses it, it's going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes me sad because it's actually not a terrible move.
Yeah. Charlotte is going to get 30 points for winning this match. 8 for being in it is 38. And 8 moves is 46 points to Charlotte. It's 48 is 278. Alrighty. Moving right along, we see a video package hyping up the next match, and a pre-taped interview with Jinder Mahal saying he's rooting for AJ and his brand. So, good for Jinder, I suppose. Promo to Jinder. Mahal. 204. And then we have our champion versus champion match. The WWE Champion, AJ Styles, taking on the Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar.
Easily match of the night.
Oh, yeah.
This was a, pardon the phrase, phenomenal match.
Indeed.
Yeah, I love this match. This was a great match. I mean, aside from the fact that AJ lost, I was like, oh.
It's Brock. Brock wasn't losing.
I don't know. I actually believed Brock was going to lose that a couple of times. I was like, wait a minute here. Because AJ was kicking his ass. You have to admit that.
He was.
It was a great match, though.
Yeah.
Total great story because Brock was up first and then just dominating AJ. And then... Okay, so here's the one thing I loved with the commentary here. Now, I will say, and I'll mention it here. I should have mentioned it at the top. Fuck the commentary for this pay-per-view. No, just never do that again.
Yeah, all 5 of the commentators were live because we had 2 for Raw, Cole and Booker, 2 for SmackDown, Byron Saxton, Todd Phillips, and Corey, who was in the middle, who was on both shows.
Yeah, it was an interesting idea, but no, too many voices. It's like, too many cooks in the kitchen. Too many cooks. No, I'm not going to sing it. But I will say this is the one time where I have to give credit to the commentary. And I can't remember who it was that was saying it. I might have been Booker. But while AJ was getting his face pummeled by the Beast Incarnate, somebody kept mentioning, do you remember the movie Rocky? Do you remember what Rocky was doing? What was happening? Alluding to the fact that I guess it was the first movie. It was in one of the Rocky movies where he goes into the match and Rocky's getting his ass kicked by the guy in the match. And I think it was the first movie because one of the guys on the side is like, wow, he's getting destroyed out there. It's like, what is Rocky doing? You know, and turns to Rocky's trainer. I can't remember his name, was it Mick or whatever. Like, Mickey. He's like, Mickey, you got to stop this. And Mickey's like, nah, Rocky's fine. It's like, what? It's like, look at him. Look at what he's doing. It's like, yeah, he's losing. And he's like, no, he's getting mad. And what Rocky was doing is he was going on the defense, letting his opponent wear himself out. That's what AJ Styles did. That was a great story that they tell, and the commentary is the one that told that story of AJ Styles might be getting his ass kicked, but guess what? Brock Lesnar is winning himself because he's doing all these power moves. If you think about it this way, think about it like it's the video game. Brock Lesnar is just offense. Guess who's going to have all the stamina at the end of the exchange?
It's true.
That's what AJ was doing. It was a great story, great ring psychology, great commentary to sell that story. And that's why this was a great match, because everything was working on all cylinders and everything was selling the story of the match.
Fair enough. It's worth that there is relevance to that being brought up because of the promos that happened on the previous week's Raw and SmackDown, where Rocky was referenced in both promos.
Fair enough.
Because Paul Heyman brought it up as, this matchup is like a Rocky movie. But point F5, AJ Styles, this ain't no Rocky movie.
Oh, that's right.
And then Daniel Bryan advocating for AJ Styles on SmackDown counted the point of, this is going to be like a Rocky movie because AJ Styles is going to overcome.
He almost did. I will say the only disappointment I had with this match is I really, 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 really wanted to see AJ Styles hit the Styles Clash on Brock Lesnar.
That would have been impressive.
That's the only thing I wish would have happened. Aside from that, this was basically a perfect match, start to finish. It was a great match.
It was. AJ Styles made two fatal errors.
Okay.
Number one, he applied the calf crusher, which is a good move, but especially when you did it with Brock Lesnar, if you're going to take him to the ground and hold him to the ground with a move, don't do it with one that leaves his hands free.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he's just going to punch you in the face until you let him go, or smash your face into the canvas, as the case might be.
I have to admit, that exchange was fucking awesome. The way Brock Lesnar sold it, and then just basically brutalized it. It's like, no.
That, the other fatal mistake in this, the same fatal mistake people make in matches against John Cena quite a bit.
Jumping at him?
Yeah, don't jump at somebody whose finisher requires you to be on their shoulders, you idiot.
Yeah. What he should have done is he should have gone for the calf crusher again.
That would have made sense.
By the way, it was still a great match.
Yeah. I would have thought he would have went for the Clash.
Yeah. I think the reason they didn't want him to do the Clash is because, remember, Brock Lesnar is Mr. No Neck.
Oh, right. That's a good call.
Yeah. How are you going to protect him when he can't bend his neck?
Mm-hmm. That's a good call. Anyway, Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion, came out victorious.
The other thing I was hoping, too, is at the end, I was hoping Lesnar would go back in the ring and pull AJ up and, shake his hand or something or show him respect.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I love it, and I don't know if this was legit or if this was Brock selling, because if this was Brock selling, then fucking brilliant and great job for Brock. I don't know if you noticed, but he limped.
His leg, yeah.
Yeah, he limped his way backstage. I'm like, that is amazing. And going back to the point that you made in the Charlotte match, this is how you book and sell an adrenaline surge to do a finishing move you shouldn't be able to physically do.
Mm-hmm.
Because Brock Lesnar, through pure adrenaline and the fact that he's Brock Lesnar, worked through the damage done by the calf crusher, which was significant enough to make him fucking limp out of the arena to do the F5.
It's true.
And I also love, and this was unintentional, but it worked to their advantage to sell that. Because when AJ did it, AJ's momentum caused Brock to almost fall the fuck over.
It did.
And so, he had to he walked off and then kind of came back and rewrited himself. But that better served the purpose of selling the injury, because one could say, he had to fortify his leg through the injury to be able to F5 AJ off of, a momentum move like that, which is why he lost his balance, because his leg was weak. So it was brilliant the way they did it. And I love that Paul did not get himself involved. I'm like, thank you, Paul.
Paul Heyman usually doesn't. He'll slap on the mat and he'll encourage Brock, but very rarely does he interfere on his client's behalf because he knows he doesn't need to.
That's true. But yeah, I love this match. This was a great match.
It was. So, AJ Styles is going to get himself 8 points for being in the match, and 11 points for moves is 20 points to AJ. I'm going to put him at 515. And Brock Lesnar is going to get himself 30 points for winning this match. 8 for being in it is 38. And he's going to get himself, let's see, 17 move points. So 38 plus 17 is 48. Plus 7 is 55 points to Brock Lesnar.
Plus OMG for the catch finisher?
Catch finisher is not an OMG.
No, okay. Fair enough.
Is 65, 170 for Brock, and 5 to Paul Riss for accompaniment.
It is in the game, but fair enough.
No, it's not.
I thought it was categorized under OMG.
It doesn't say OMG when you trigger it. I don't think it's literally an OMG. I think it's just an alternate kind of finisher.
Fair enough.
I'll look it up later. Anyway, Paul Riss gets 5 points.
Yes, he does.
And then after this, we see highlights of the match. At this point, this does tie up Raw and SmackDown 3-3 for the night, which means it's all going to be decided by our main event. The male teams, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, 5-on-5 elimination match. Now, Jeff has the points for this.
I do. Yeah, this match was kind of a clusterfuck.
You think?
Yeah, this match, there was some good stuff, but poorly planned and poorly executed, because they had a lot of dream matchups, but they didn't let them fucking do anything, which kind of ticked me off.
Yeah. I can see that.
I have to say, I do love it. It made me laugh probably harder than I should have laughed at this. I don't know if you noticed it. But when Finn Balor backed fucking Shinsuke Nakamura against the ropes and did the too sweet off his forehead, that made me laugh so hard. I was like, I see what you did there. That's hilarious. Did you notice that, Jim?
That makes sense now. I thought he flicked him in the forehead. I'm like, why did you do that?
No, he did the too sweet in the forehead. Which I thought was hilarious. But yes, did you want to do the points first, or did you want to recap first?
I don't know. What do you think?
It's up to you, because I have it scored all the way to the end through the post-match stuff, so.
All right, well.
Or did you want to recap this, I should ask, because you didn't recap the women's one.
I did a little bit. I mean, I talked about who eliminated who and how they were eliminated.
Well, this one is easy. Elimination. Braun Strowman, Braun Strowman, Braun Strowman. Do you need to know more?
Yeah, the eliminations for the other team.
Cena. Shane.
And Randy.
And, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to put that in there. And Randy. Yeah, that was pretty much it.
All right. So, of course, Team Raw and Team SmackDown. So we opened things up with Raw taking a nice lead on this. Let me go to the other window over here. So yeah, we have Joe and Orton kind of starting things. Shane hits Braun to start things up, but the two of them don't actually start the match. Joe and Orton do, and Joe counters an RKO and applies a coquina clutch, but Orton fights his way out of that. Balor tags in, Orton tags Nakamura, and they do a test of strength. There is a too sweet to the forehead. Lots of back and forth. Triple H comes in at one point.
Yeah. They had a lot of good matchups in this.
Yeah, basically for the first 10 minutes, they all just tagged in and out and beat each other up for a while.
Yeah, this was the requisite. Let's get the dream matchups out of the way, and then let's actually do the match and tell the story.
Yeah, which came to the point of Braun Strowman finally getting a tag after the smart move of Shinsuke kicking him off the apron to try to avoid that. But unfortunately, it did not work. So Braun Strowman got tagged in and proceeded to immediately eliminate Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode with a power slam each in rapid succession.
Speaking of, one of the matchups in there was Bobby Roode versus Triple H, which was awesome because, and I found it actually kind of funny because Triple H did his spine buster that he does, and then Roode got up and turned around and did his spinning spine buster to Triple H. So they had a spine buster off. I thought that was kind of funny.
Well, I like the part where Triple H started doing Bobby Roode's glorious hand gesture, but they turned it into a socket.
That was cool, yeah. And then Bobby Roode turned around, kicked his ass, and was like, no, this is how you do the taunt. So they had a taunt off, too.
They did.
Yeah, this had a lot of great moments. The match itself was kind of garbage.
It was kind of shit.
But if you think about it, this match wasn't supposed to be a match. It was supposed to be a moment. It was supposed to be a spectacle, which it kind of was.
It was.
Anyway, continue.
All right. Indeed. So after the rapid succession eliminations, Samoa Joe ended up in the ring with Cena, and he got AA'd.
Yep.
And so that happened. And then John Cena got taken out with an angle slam.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn came the fuck out of nowhere.
Well, actually, okay, so Joe got in the ring, got AA'd. Balor tried to help him, got AA'd. Joe got up, got AA'd again, and eliminated by Cena.
Yes.
That was Cena's requisite wrestling for the night.
Yep.
Because Hollywood wouldn't let him wrestle more than that.
Kurt Angle got in the ring and had a stare down had a I brought you into this industry and I will bring you back out stare down.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, John Cena's first opponent when he showed up as a nobody was Kurt Angle.
Yep. And that's what's pointed out by a lot of people, not the least of which was WWE themselves, that pop was a lot less than they expected it to be for that match, for that matchup. That Kurt Angle John Cena matchup.
They had a big feud. We've seen it.
I know, but it was supposed to harken back to like Kurt Angle's debut and all that shit.
Yeah.
Or Cena's debut or whatever. So it was Cena's debut. Ruthless aggression.
It was a great pop, but you're operating on that expectation that wrestling fans remember anything that happened more than 3 months ago.
Right? Yeah, WWE actually went out of their way to. They were hoping for something that they've set the precedent that would never happen, which is remember something more than 3 months ago.
Yeah. Anyway, so John Cena got angle slammed and taken out.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the benefit to that was the fact that the benefit of that was that Shane broke up the first pin off the angle slam, but then as the ref was trying to back Shane into the corner, Balor just conveniently coup de grace behind the ref's back.
Mm-hmm.
even though he wasn't the legal man. And then that got the pinfall.
Angle eliminated Cena.
Yeah.
I missed that elimination. Fair enough.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Angle slam eliminated Cena. Because he got hit with a coup de grace, and then Angle hit him with another Olympic slam, and then eliminated him.
Yeah. Angle on the moves. I guess I missed the elimination part. Fair enough.
That Balor and Orton had it back and forth for a while.
Yeah.
He went for a coup de grace, but Orton moved out of the way and RKO'd him. And then Balor got eliminated.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, indeed. Now Triple H gets in and starts beating down his former protege, Randy Orton. Orton shoves Triple H. Triple H tries to double team him with Kurt, but Orton slips off and shoves Triple H into the corner, and Kurt gets crotched on the rope.
Yep.
And Shane gets on the apron and wants a tag, but Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come out of nowhere, and they beat up Shane McMahon.
And then Shane McMahon grabs a chair and beats up Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, like a dumbass, retreats to the ring and gets hit with an RKO out of nowhere.
Yep.
And then rolls back out the ring and runs like a scalded dog.
Yeah.
And then Shane McMahon, like a dumbass, just fucking stands there and watches as Randy Orton gets eliminated.
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, he probably realized it was going to happen because Strowman tagged himself in while nobody was looking.
Yeah. That was SmackDown's biggest mistake.
Yeah.
Because there was a moment where after Braun eliminated Rude and Nakamura, SmackDown got Braun outside the ring, took him to the announcer's table, and then Nakamura and Rude came the blue fuck out of nowhere, even though they were eliminated, and did a 5-man through the table on Braun Strowman.
Yep. They suplexed him.
It's like, you guys do realize he's not eliminated, right?
Indeed. And then Shane tried to do the elbow off the top rope onto Braun on the floor, and Joe was like, no, suplex.
I also love that the commentators called Team SmackDown and the ref out on their bullshit. I don't know if you caught that.
I did not call that.
I can't remember who it was because, again, 5 fucking commentators who can keep that shit straight. But someone was like, wait, that's Rude and Nakamura, but they were eliminated. What the hell? They can't be out here. Why isn't the ref doing his job? And someone goes, wait, Shane paid off the ref. It was great. So they called them out on the bullshit of how could 2 people who've been eliminated come back out and impact the match? What the fuck?
That happens in every match.
I know. But I love that they don't get called out on it every match, but they got called out on it here, and I love that. That was great, I thought.
Also, the question you need to ask, if you want to understand why was this allowed or not allowed, the question we need to ask ourselves to find a solution to this.
Mm-hmm.
Senior referee Charles Robinson is refereeing this match. Is he a Raw ref or a SmackDown ref?
I think he's a Raw ref.
Then, yeah, it makes no sense, unless Shane literally paid him off.
Because if he's the senior ref, would he not be on the quote-unquote A show?
You would think. Oh, shit. I know what happened.
What?
I know what happened. Charlotte's on SmackDown. Nate asked Little Nate for a favor.
That's hilarious. But that does make sense.
Good
Woo! Woo! But yeah, so Orton gets eliminated while Shane just stares like a dumbass.
Indeed. So yeah, Braun Strowman comes in and murders everybody.
Well, Orton's the only one left. He just comes in and murders Orton. And Shane's like, I ain't getting the fuck in there. And Charles Robinson's like, you are getting the fuck in here. Get the fuck in here. And Shane's like, I ain't getting the fuck in there. So they have this stare off, and Robinson is counting him, and Shane's like, fuck, I have to get the fuck in there.
Yeah.
So he gets the fuck in there and promptly gets murdered by Kurt Angle. Well, after a bunch of tags, Kurt Angle tags himself in. Strowman's like, the blue fuck? And Triple H looks at him like, the blue fuck? And Angle's
No.
like, he's mine.
Yeah, because Triple H tagged himself in, and then Kurt tagged himself in off Hunter.
Right. And so the Kurt goes and murders Shane, puts him in the ankle lock, and Triple H is like, fuck it, gets in the ring, pedigrees Kurt, drags Shane's limp-ass body on top of Kurt.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, elimination for Shane.
And then he proceeds to help Shane up to his feet and then hit him with a pedigree. As Braun Strowman looks on like, what the fuck just happened?
Pretty much.
For a very long, awkwardly long extended period of time.
I thought that was actually pretty good storytelling, though, of like Triple H is just like looking at Brock and it's looking like he's going to side with Shane and Braun, and Braun's like, what? What's going on here? Just like not sure what to do, but looking at Triple H like, wait, did you just stab Team Raw in the back? What the hell? And Triple H is like, boom, pedigree, 1, 2, 3, and Braun is still like, wait, what just happened? And the thing is, the amount of time it took and the fact that they kept staring and they had the awkward like victory thing with Triple H, like, haha, we won. Yeah, see, Braun, we won. And Braun just staring at him. You could, and this was beautifully done. You see the dawning realization on Braun Strowman's face as he's working everything out and realizing what Triple H just did. And you see that switch in his head when he realizes it, and he's like, oh, hell no. You see that switch when Braun gets pissed, and he's just like, no, fuck you, Triple H. Fuck you for what you just did.
I still don't know what Triple H just did.
It's very simple, actually.
Okay.
Triple H is the ultimate narcissist.
Ah, okay.
He set everything up so he would be the one to win the match.
You know, there's a very solid argument for that, but I make one counter argument: Lex Luger.
Fair enough.
He was literally called the narcissist.
That is true. But you get where I'm going with this. This whole thing was a setup for Triple H to win the match. And he knew he couldn't do that if he pissed off Braun Strowman. That's why he tried to placate the Monster Among Men. What he didn't count on was Braun Strowman figuring it all out and getting completely pissed off about it, because it's basically Triple H taking the golden shovel and burying all the younger talent is what it was.
Yeah.
To placate his own ego.
Yeah.
At which point Braun Strowman turns around, and I want Strowman to get an OMG for this. He turns around, grabs Triple H by the throat, shoves him into the corner and literally down onto the ground, and gets in his face and is like, if you ever do that again, I'm going to fucking kill you, basically is what he says.
Yeah.
And I want him to get OMG because I want him to get OMG points for making Triple H cry. Because they zoomed in on his face, Triple H was in fucking tears. Part of it was probably because of how hard Braun was gripping him, but part of it was probably because he was trying to sell the fear, and holy shit, Triple H like 100% sold the fear on his face. Because good God, man.
I think part of it was also probably sweat running down his face from the damn match.
There is, but when they zoomed in on his face, if you looked at his eyes, there were tears in his eyes. Like, he was legitimately crying. Like, he literally made Triple H cry.
Okay, then.
And then Triple H got up and did the stupidest thing he could do and punched Braun Strowman in the back of the head.
Yep.
At which point Braun Strowman turned around like, did you just do that? You just did that. Picked him up, power slam, leave.
Then Triple H gets up, so he power slams him again.
No, that was the second power slam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, that's right. He does get up again, and then Braun's like, wait, you're still up? Boom. And then he leaves.
Because Triple H hit him and punched him in the back of the head and then tried to hit him with a pedigree, and Braun just powered out and power slammed him twice.
That's right. And then did you see the post-match footage when Stephanie came out?
Yeah, somebody trying to help him to the back, and Triple H was so out of it, he accidentally walked into the set.
Yes, he did.
Although some people were saying that he might have done that on purpose to sell the beatdown.
Which would be brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a weird ending, but I have to give Triple H credit. If he did what people surmise he did, it's actually a brilliant ending.
Yes.
Because by doing this, he's basically given Raw the biggest heel on the show right now.
Yep.
because Raw's all about having all this younger talent and stuff. And you just now brought Triple H back as the guy who buried every single young talent on the show to relive glory days and be the victor.
Mm-hmm. Although it's kind of worth pointing out, while there is new talent in that match, I don't think there was a person in that match under the age of 35.
Well, no, not in that match, but that's the whole thing, is he buried the younger talent by giving that spot to himself so he could win the match. Which is why they put Jason Jordan in that spot, because Jason Jordan is indicative of the younger talent, and Triple H literally came out and took that spot away from him.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was actually kind of brilliant storytelling if you think about it. Just wasn't executed very well, but it was brilliant story.
Right.
So yeah, from a storytelling aspect, this match was actually pretty good. It's just the technical aspects of the match, it was kind of a shit match.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that was Survivor Series, and we don't have a sole survivor because Braun Strowman was Braun Strowman was a sole survivor because he fucking killed Triple H, but still.
Yeah.
Also, I love too that Braun Strowman is like, fuck this shit, rips his shirt off and just drops his tattered shirt on Triple H.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not on any team. I'm on Team Braun. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So that was the main event of Survivor Series. Now, let's go over this monster of a match.
Yes. So Team Raw lost. So begin with Team Raw won. Team SmackDown lost. Begin with Team SmackDown.
All right, so I'm just going to go down in the order I have it written down. Okay. We're gonna start with Randy Orton.
Okay.
So I'm gonna rely on you for anything that's not moves, eliminations, or OMGs.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead for the sake of start off with a base here. That way you'll know where to go by. So there's going to be 8 points for competing in a match.
Mm-hmm.
There is going to... Oh, fuck me.
What? Specialty main event pay-per-view.
Yeah. We didn't give specialty points to the women's match.
We can go back and do that later. It's the same points for all of them. We can do that after this.
All right. So, yes. 8 points for competing. 3 for a specialty is 11. And main event is another 4. Is 15 points at base.
Okay. So I'll start throwing out numbers. You start adding them up.
Yep. And remember, for the separate, we can actually make this easy because Team SmackDown lost, so they don't have any extra, points for that. So it's 15 at base for Team SmackDown.
All right. Randy Orton.
All right.
We have 6 points for counters. He countered out of 2 moves.
21.
5 points for the OMG.
26.
2 points for RKOs.
28.
And an elimination.
31 for Randy Orton. It's 336 for Randy. Okay.
Glorious.
I won't give in till I'm victorious.
We have 2 counters, so 6 points.
21.
1 move. Can't remember what that was, but he did do a move.
22.
And the OMG.
It is 27. To Bobby Roode. What did I just say, 27?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that becomes 44, and 7 will be 251. And Bobby Roode's move was when he got in a cock measuring spinebuster contest with Triple H.
Right, that's right. Oh, let's move on to the artist. Who did fucking nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
1 counter, 1 OMG.
1 counter and 1 OMG. Okay. So that's 15.
Yeah. He basically kicked a lot of people, not one Kinshasa.
Yeah, the OMG would be 20, and 3 for the counter would be 23 points to Shinsuke.
Yeah.
So that would be 64. 2. Wait, no, hang on. Undo that. 23, 54, 74, and 3 is 277. Okay.
Rapolo!
Bow, 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 bow.
So, Super Cena.
Yes.
OMG.
20,
3 AAs.
23.
Counter.
That's
50
another.
points.
Yeah, so where the hell was I at? I lost it. Shit.
20. I think.
20, like 3 AAs is 23, and then what?
The counter for 3.
26.
And elimination.
29.
And everyone say goodnight to Tiff.
Good night, Tiff.
Good night, Tiff.
73 and 9 is 182. Okay.
And the team captain, Shane McMahon.
Yep.
He has an OMG,
It's 20,
chair,
23,
elimination.
26.
All right, and because they are part of Team SmackDown, we'll do these guys too.
Yeah, hang on a sec.
Mhm.
Is 95, 05, and 6 is 111.
So KO and Sammy they get interference points.
Correct, sir. Is 2 and 224. And then KO is 376.
All right. On the Team Raw, we have Godzilla.
Let's start with him. Okay.
We'll start with him because he was the first one eliminated.
Fair
He's on my list.
enough.
Again, did fuck all, and that kind of pisses me off.
We didn't do fuck all.
He has a counter and a coquina clutch.
That's it?
That was it. Everything that was in that recap that you gave me.
Since I'm assuming it's on his list, I think you forgot the point where Shane was going to elbow Braun Strowman and Joe leapt up and Germaned him off the top rope.
That's not like a signature or anything.
He doesn't have a German?
I don't know. Well, I don't know if he has a top rope German.
It's close enough. I would count a regular German for that.
Oh, let's find out if it's.
I've already got it up. I'm way ahead of you.
All right.
Multiple suplex variations. Yeah, German is on there. I would count German, so I would throw him a point for that.
So throw him a second point for move. So 5 points total.
All right, so 5 points.
And don't forget to add winning team points.
Yes. So the base for Raw is going to be 30.
Okay.
All right. So go with that again.
5.
35 for Joe then. 5 and 7 is 162. Okay.
We'll skip you because you won the match, you egotistical ass. We'll go to Kurt Angle, the team captain.
Okay. I know he's on the bottom. Okay.
So we have 6 points for moves because he Olympic slammed fucking everybody and ankle locked half the team.
36.
5 for an OMG.
Let's see, 36 and 5, 41. What OMG did he have?
I don't remember. I have it in the second slot, so it was early in the match. Unless I got that wrong. Let me, let's see. James Phoenix. up here. All right. What did Kurt Angle do? I don't remember.
I don't see any indication he did anything.
I'm just going to do this. Angle. Okay. I don't know. I have 5 points for something.
Yeah.
It was after because I could probably pinpoint it because he does one move, then I have the 5, and then he does another move. So it's between his first 2 moves. So the first move is the triple German suplexes.
Right. Then Rude counters an Olympic slam, then a double clothesline. Then Nakamura starts beating up Angle. Joe runs in and gets dropped. Then Strowman gets tagged in.
Right.
Then Triple H and Kurt get into a shoving match.
Then the next move is that ankle lock. Huh. I don't know what I gave him 5 points for then. That's weird.
I don't know. Yeah, because he came in, he suplexed Cena down. Cena elbowed him when he went for another one. Cena hit the 5 moves of doom. As he went for the shuffle, Angle grabbed his ankle and put him in the ankle lock.
Okay, maybe I erroneously gave the GM 5 points then.
It would seem that you did.
My bad?
You're bad.
Okay, you can take that off, I guess, then. So 6 points for moves and an elimination for our Raw GM.
So that's 9. So that's 30 plus 9. It's 39 points to Kurt. Let me start here. 9 is 59, and 3 is 162.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. All right.
Braun. So you have 5 power slams and 3 eliminations.
Okay, that's 9 and 5 is 14 points plus the existing 30. Let's see, 14 points plus 30 is 44 points to Braun. More and 7 is 451.
Yeah. And then our final one, Finn Balor. He gets 4 points for moves. That's it.
So 34 to Finn Balor then.
Yeah, he's lucky he has that setup drop kick for the
yeah, let's see, 34 would put that at 30, so that would be 360.
Because 2 of them are that drop kick. He did it once outside the ring.
Yes, he does. He does that. He does that frequently.
Yeah. So
lucked
out with that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our Survivor Series.
You forgot Triple H, dipshit.
Oh, yeah, Triple H. So we have 3 pedigrees, a spine buster, and a counter.
All right, so let's see here. So Triple H, for winning the match, is going to get an extra 15 points. So he's going to have 45 at base. And then what did you say?
4 moves and a counter.
Okay, so he has 7. So 45 plus 7 is going to be 52 points to Triple H.
There you go.
And 6 is 58, is what he's at right now. All right. Shave. All right, so we're going to check the scores, but it's worth noting, of course, that because of the combination of Triple H and Kurt Angle...
Oh, Jim, you need to go give the extra points to the women.
Oh, right, yeah. Fuck, okay.
Lisa Fox.
Yeah, it's 3 points to everybody and 10 for Asuka. What did I just do?
9. It's 149.
Thank you.
10 to Asuka.
10 plus the 3, it's 13 total.
Okay.
Because 3 for being in the match and 10 for winning it.
Becky Lynch or Bailey. Bailey first. Becky Lynch. 211. Carmella. Scroll down. No. No. You don't have a job. You don't have a job.
Lana gets accompaniment points, by the way.
Oh, was she out there?
Yeah, Lana accompanied the SmackDown team to the ring.
Fair enough.
Maria Kanellis is pregnant. No. Maurice is pregnant. No.
She was there, though. Does she get appearance points because she was there?
Sure, what the hell?
Because she was in the crowd. Miz kissed her
was.
before he got his ass kicked.
All right, Naomi and Natalya.
Yes. Nia Jax.
Yep. Oh, we skipped that. Nia Jax is up here. Yep.
Sasha Banks.
Yep.
That it?
And Tamina.
Oh, yes, Tamina. Of course.
Alrighty.
We're good. Now to the scores. Now, as you were saying about the scores, sir.
I was saying we should be aware that because of the situation of Triple H and Kurt Angle not being assigned, there is currently in the neighborhood of about 220 points currently unawarded.
May I make a suggestion really quick?
You may.
I'll put Kurt Angle officially in the full roster list, so at least he's part of the list, because Triple H is in there too. So, so we have proper listings of who's at what point. Bam, that's all you need. So when we do the leaderboards, it'll do it right. Anyway.
Okay.
Let's see what our points are, and then you have to go type them out. Whoa. Survivor Series. Refresh.
All right. Still in the lead at 54.93 are the champions of Justice. In second place at 48.64 is TNA Worldwide. In third at 44.28 is the Glorious End. And still trailing in last at 37.93 is the Broken Highlight Club.
Mm-hmm. Got more points than I thought I was going to get. So we all got about even amount of points. That's interesting. Yeah, we did. We all got about 300 points.
Tiff got 400. No, she's already 51. Yeah, you're right.
John got about 400. Just under 400.
John got 400. The rest of us got about 3.
Which actually keeps things pretty even. That's interesting. I didn't think it was going to be that even, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, this is what happens when there's no titles on the line.
No, except for one. That's why John has close to 400 points and we only have 300 because he got a fucking title.
He got a title retention. Yeah, that's the only reason. Because otherwise there were no titles on the line. It was all just bragging rights matches. So
yeah.
Alrighty, well there you go.
So overall, Jim, how would you rate Survivor Series? What'd you think of it?
I think it was a good pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. There's good matches. I think they put on a really great cross-branded show.
You know, I thought they were good matches. I thought there were good stories. Like I said, there was only one match that I just absolutely hated, and it's not because I hated the match itself. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I kind of don't like the fact that they changed so many things at the last minute, and I think would have been just as good with the original lineup, but this was good.
Oh, I'm sorry. You think Brock facing Jinder would have been as good as facing AJ?
From a technical standpoint, no. But like I said before, Brock versus Jinder had the story behind it, so it would have been a much better like story match, like the main event was.
Yeah, but it would have just been Jinder getting destroyed.
Not necessarily.
Yes, necessarily.
No, because if they had decided they wanted Jinder to be going in strong to Indy instead of keeping him as the champ, they might have had the Singh brothers come in and cost Brock Lesnar so they could be like, well, Brock lost, but it wasn't a one-on-one match.
The Singh brothers would have immediately gotten suplexed into nothing.
Yeah, and then Jinder comes up behind him, Colossus 1, 2, 3.
Jinder isn't strong enough to pick Brock up, let alone hit him with a Colossus. And even if he hit Brock with a Colossus, Brock would kick out.
I don't know.
Brock is kicked out of tombstone pile drivers. Brock was literally having his throat ripped to death by a Hell's Gate, and instead of tapping out, he flipped The Undertaker off.
True.
I'm sorry, no, you're not putting Brock Lesnar down with a fucking Colossus.
Fair enough. I don't know. I just still
now,
think
if you Colossus him on a chair or something, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Or through a table.
Or through, yeah, exactly, on the stairs or something.
Although he's been power slammed through a table and he just came back and killed everyone, but
this is true. But it took some time. It took him like a good 8 minutes to get up.
That's true. But yeah, I don't know. I just the event as a whole, I still think would have been as enjoyable even with the original. Because I mean, think about it: Alexa versus Natalia. You're telling me that wouldn't have been an enjoyable match?
True.
Because I think the reason they made the switch was not to make the title versus title match better. It was, in my opinion, it was to make the women's Survivor Series match more believable. Because in all honesty, if you put Charlotte in that match versus Asuka, is it going to be that believable that Asuka just runs through everyone? Because as soon as she runs into Charlotte, Charlotte's going to put up a fight. But it's more believable that she would just, well, make Natalia tap out like a bitch.
That's true. That's true.
I think they realized, oh shit, we can't have Asuka win cleanly if Charlotte's in the match. It's not going to happen. But I don't know. For what it was, it worked.
Fair enough.
Take us home, Jimson.
Indeed. So it was a enjoyable pay-per-view. We thank you all for joining us. We will see you Saturday night for the usual shenanigans.
John will be here.
John will be back with us, and we will proceed from there. Lots of new talent to assign. We're going to put some people on rosters. It's going to be good.
Joy.
Indeed. We will see you then, folks.
I am the Celtic Warrior.
I'm James Phoenix. Peace.